Hi. So we're having dinner on what is going to turn out to be a rather momentous evening in the evolution of that which will become the whole Parktopia story. So tomorrow is the maiden voyage. Where are we going?
Going to band together in Raleigh, North Carolina to support a really great cause that our friend Danny Rosen is a big part of. And so certainly we want to give a support to that community. Roger's been going there for several years. And so we're going to take a test run in the van before we head out on the road for an extended trip, just to make sure everything's tweaked and ready to go. And we're going to see how the dogs do in the van, which we're a little nervous about, but I think it's going to be a great trip, and we're super excited to see some really dear friends of ours that we've known for a really long time, and COVID has really stood in the way from us continuing to spend time with those people that we really care and love about. And so we're really excited to go to North Carolina to visit them as well as band together. So this is a double win for us this weekend.
So come along with us, because so many of the people that have been inspiration behind what's happened to me and kind of us will be at this event. We're going to be able to talk to them about what's going on in their lives and what their futures hold, just like what's in store for the two of us, and the ways that what's happened have had this dramatic effect on our lives. And I think for a lot of us have sort of accelerated an understanding of what's important. A big part of what we want to do is travel to the places where the people that are a part of our community live, because they're not all here in our backyard. They're all over the place. And so by being able to do that, having the van gives us the freedom to be able to spend time with our community in a way. It's very emblematic of what will happen this coming weekend, but more important, we have a guest. We have a guest who's going to come along with us for the ride. None other than Kara Keister, who plays Promise Keeper to my role at Promise Maker at Social Good.
Hey there. So a word about band together. I started to put my thoughts down into something that I could share about this event. And I've been going to this thing since 2013. So much has changed during the course of my time back and forth to Raleigh for that event, that I've come to the conclusion that we're just going to have to give that its own episode. So stay tuned for the next installment of Parktopia TV, where we will cover Band Together in its entirety. But for now, I want to get you back to the discussion that we had about the van. Parktopia kicks off. This is our maiden voyage, and we are enjoying an amazing day of weather here in Wake Forest, North Carolina, culminating a weekend of fundraising and philanthropy at Band Together for their event there that we did at the Red Hat Amphitheater last night. $1.1 million raised, donated to the United Way on behalf of the 20 charities that Band Together has supported during the time that they've been around and helping the Triangle community. Super, super fun. We have a very soft spot in our heart for this area. We have great friends in Lindy and Jeff Cook that we're hanging out in front of their house right now. And this is kind of our whole deal. Was part of the beauty of what the van provides us is the opportunity to share our lives with the people that we care about in all of the amazing places that all of our friends are in the United States. So we don't need to buy another place. We need to spend time hanging out with the people that we really care about. So here we are with Marian, as she's come to be known. Melisa will tell you why that's an important name for the van, but on the way down we sort of were trying to decide what we were going to call the van, right? What would we call her? So her name is Marian, and that's for a very specific reason. And as Melisa gives you a tour of the van, she'll tell you why that's important. So I'm going to turn it over. Hi, babe.
Oh my God, I don't know why I got so emotional about Marian, but it's my mother's mother, my grandmother, Marian, who is unfortunately not with us anymore, but has been an amazing influence in my life. And we'll share some photos of Marian and her growing up years. Very much into going and using and being a visitor of national parks and really just outdoors enthusiast, which is very much what we're trying to focus on as part of our van life. And so Marian was an amazing woman who had obviously a great influence on me. So we've decided, oh my God, I'm getting so teary over this. Oh my God. Anyway, we've decided to name the van Marian. So obviously, so super excited to be here. So we want to give you a tour of our van as this is the maiden voyage. So shout out to Drifter Vans, who did the build out for us. We had the crazy idea originally that Roger and I were going to try to do the build ourselves. And we got the noise canceling film in, and that was about where it ended. Thankfully, Paul Adomish and his team saved us and built this most amazing van that we worked side by side with them to do all the finishes. Kathleen helped us kind of coordinate on what the finishing touches were going to look like. But so we have a couple things. Obviously, our refrigerator, which of course always has to be stocked with champagne.
And what brand of refrigerator is
It's an isotherm, but I don't remember the model, so I don't know. Don't judge me on that right now. But pocket door here. So the whole idea is we're going to be working from the road. So there is a lagoon table here, and the front seat can swivel and create a workspace. So we decide who gets the workspace. We're up here, that's Roger or me, I don't know. He talks really loud, so we definitely needed this pocket door to close.
Hey.
So he can be up here and be very loud. And I will have a workspace back here. So this is this is my favorite part of the van, which is our Hobbit door, as we lovingly call it, with a porthole window. And in here is our composting toilet and shower. So we have the ability to stay clean, I guess. So that's that. And our awesome kitchen area, which I'm very excited about. We got this really cool hand-hammered copper sink, which I absolutely love. And obviously, you know, all the facilities that you need for that. We also have two induction elements, so we can pull these out when we're going to use them, and if we're just doing something that doesn't require cooking, then they're not eating up counter space. So that was the good option for us. And tons of storage underneath both of these seat areas, so that's going to be really important for us as we go skiing. And so obviously that has a lot of gear, your helmets, all your ski clothes, so we'll need areas to store that. And this, we also have a lagoon table that goes here, which will be the second work area, as well as where we would be able to eat at night together. Well, in the morning, eat there all the time, whatever. Anyway, and a special feature, and we have to give shout out to Eamon Bec with their amazing design to be able to flip up the back of the couch to extend the sleeping area. We have to say, awesome design. We absolutely love it, and it gives us a lot more space and functional area here in the space to be able to work, but yet have an elevated bed for a garage area, which was really important for us for a lot of the ski equipment, also e-bikes that we're planning on. And we also have blow up or inflatable stand-up paddle boards, which we plan on taking with us as well, which can go under the garage, which would be super important. So
part of what I think will be fun as we move forward will be you guys watching us, like trying to figure out how to make this work, because I'm not so sure. So this is it. This is all we have, right? This is our garage. And van lifers all know, like, the way you use your garage is ultimately going to largely dictate how good your life is going to be. So we're still working on this because we want to get e-bikes in there, which means what you're looking at from an available space perspective is going to be consumed by those collapsible bikes. So we're not going to have a lot in the way of extra storage. The batteries are in here, the water tanks are in here. We've added this outdoor shower, and with this particular line that we can hang a towel from. So in those instances where we actually go warm weather places, there will be chances for us to do this outside, so that we're not always focused on the internal water tank that we have from the shower. But this space is going to be vitally important, because what we've been told is stuff breaks in your van and you need to have stuff, because you're probably not always going to be somewhere that you could call AAA. You're going to need some things. So we're going to have to work on marrying the functional pieces of the things like a fast jumper for a battery, things like that are going to have to fit into this place with the e-bikes, skis, boots, because we certainly don't want that to be in the main space, because that'll ruin the surfaces. So this is going to be the nerdy part of what we do. Like, for those of you who are into this kind of stuff, like, make your suggestions. Tell us what you think we should do, because this is the game changer right here. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about the way that this van is configured when you're out traveling, right? So one of the biggest concerns is, how can I manage being able to, if I'm not gonna plug in all the time, if I'm not gonna be at a traditional campground, which is kind of what van life is all about, is kind of where can you go that maybe a regular RV may not be able to get to, right? So it gives us the opportunities by doing things like changing out the original tires and rims to give us more of an off-road capability and a little bit more heavy-duty feel to what we're capable of getting to. We're opening up a bunch of otherwise maybe unattainable spaces for us to be able to get to. So it was really important for us to be able to do that. But you see, we're plugged in here. Battery management is one of the most important things that you have to learn how to do well in order to be successful on this whole van life thing. So we're learning that piece of it, which includes this idea of, like, when you have an opportunity for shore power, take advantage of it. And when it's been a couple days, if you don't have shore power, get your car started and get rolling, because that's going to regenerate your battery. But having an understanding of where you are in all of those things, what we're finding is, like, that's going to be the stuff we're going to learn about and probably show you along the way, because no one's ever going to call me the handiest dude. We're just going to be legit about that. So having a rudimentary understanding of what's necessary is going to be important for us for things like power and water.
Okay, maybe first installation on our Parktopia van life adventure. Thank you, Lindy and Jeff, for hosting us. Cheers to you too. Cheers. Appreciate this. Really excited to get started, and I do want to make sure that I give a shout out to Janelle, who did an amazing job with Drifter Vans creating this really interesting chest. She hand painted all of the different national parks that we plan on visiting in our adventures, and she is so proud of this, and she took a challenge and made it really awesome. Obviously we can use it for drinks and snacks and tables, but it also flips open. All of our dog stuff is inside for our pups that will be traveling with us. But we can also use this when we're watching movies or working as a footrest too. It's so multifunctional. We know that we're going to use this in amazing ways moving forward and making this whole little small space more comfortable and multifunctional. So make sure that you follow us.
All right, so lots of van lifers will present you the cut together, really pretty, like everything is awesome, not real life situation. That's not us. That's not what we're gonna do here. We're legit gonna let you in to see, like, can we do it? Can you do this? Can you take and accelerate what work from home created, what having internet connection and a strong Zoom or Google Meet signal provide you, and be able to do the thing. And we're gonna try it, and you're gonna get a chance to see, but you have to follow along. So there's some ways to do that. So the Parktopia YouTube channel, like, is a legit web show we're gonna do. The Parktopia Instagram channel is going to highlight and give you little glimpses of the places that we're going, that when we launch the actual channel in January, you'll have a better understanding of maybe some of the places that we've been. So ski the east, Indy Pass. Shush Mountain is our base here in Bel Air, Michigan. That's where we'll start. But if you're in the Indy Pass network, if you're following that social media account, there's a very good chance you're going to see our van, and you should come hang out with us. Let's go ski. Let's do a shot on the lift. Let's do this. Like, that's who we're all about. It's cold outside in Michigan and in the Northeast, and we don't care. We're going to go skiing and have a good time and use the van to give ourselves the chance to do that. So Instagram channel, Parktopia, PRK Topia, because wherever you park is utopia.
And don't forget to give us suggestions on our Spotify playlist at Parktopia. So we've already started putting some songs in there, but we'd love to hear some suggestions from you all on what we need to add to our Spotify channel, which is all things travel. And as it turns out, I think that my we're going to do any karaokeing, I found that John Denver tunes are totally in my space.
Ultimately, the end game is let's meet you in person, come out on the road, find us where we're at. We're going to let you know how to find us so that we can all hang out and enjoy and make memorable experiences with each other.
Cheers!